Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherika Brown, of course, and we're on another episode of Cherika Be Talking, because I be talking. And on today's episode, we're going to discuss friendships and help you possibly alter or change your views on friendship. Now, I think most people don't know how to be a friend, and it's truly not their fault. Being a friend comes with upbringing, just like being in a relationship. I can remember growing up, I had friends, and it was common in our culture for people, parents, to tell them, like, you don't have friends. As an adult, when I think back, those kind of words can alter a child's mind and make them develop a me against the world mentality. And although I know their parents didn't mean any harm when telling their child these words, I think these words can cause more harm than good. This is an example of parents dumping their trauma and experiences on their children when it isn't necessary, because if we live long enough, life will possibly teach us that we are lucky if we even get a good friend in this lifetime. I'm 28 years old, and I was like 6 or 7 years old when I met my best friend, who is still my best friend to this day. Imagine if our parents had put in our brains that, oh, you don't have friends in this world. It would likely, or it could have likely, shaped our relationship with one another differently. If I can give you 5 tips off the top of my brain just to change your views on friendships so that you can have better friendships, it would be: number one, understand that the world doesn't revolve around you. As humans, it's human nature to be pretty selfish, self-centered, and to want things to happen our way. And there's just this trend in the world in general that if people don't show up for you in certain ways, or and for certain events, that people don't care about you or people don't love you, and we tend to internalize and make it a personal thing. And ultimately, it's just an attitude of selfishness, and we aren't aware because we're only thinking about ourselves in that moment. Number two, I would say communicate effectively. Friendships tend to have pressure when they aren't authentic. Your friend should be the one you can say that inner thought to. You know, when you just have that thought that, oh, I shouldn't say that out loud, and y'all can just hash things out on the spot. I find it that friendships tend to get weird and have animosity when you don't communicate thoroughly. Like, why would I wait to address something if it just happened right now? We need to hash things out right now, because if I internalize that, if I hold it in, it's just going to come out later. And then it's going to have your friend thinking, well, that's weird because you're bringing up something that happened how long ago? How long has this been on your mind and your heart? And number three, I would say, is create boundaries. Don't overextend yourself. Being too close can become overwhelming for any person, whether you're clingy or not. I know y'all love my clingy friends video, so if you haven't already, go and check out that video. People go through emotions, and you won't always feel like being bothered. That's just human nature, y'all. Understand that we are humans with real emotions and feelings are fleeting. Just because you go through a season of distance doesn't mean that, oh, this isn't my friend anymore. Real friends show up in real ways, and they are there when you need someone to count on. But they are having their own human experience, and their experience doesn't revolve around your entire existence. Give people grace. People go through things all the time without telling you. People will possibly want to celebrate you or celebrate things with you, but they can't show up in that season of their life. My thing and rule of thumb is, if you're having to question someone's loyalty, that may not be your friend, because I feel offended if I have to prove my friendship to someone. Like, yeah, I don't not think that I should be accountable for showing up as a friend. I think I am liable for holding myself accountable for showing up and loving people how they receive love. However, I can't do that all the time. And I'm not going to do it all the time because, like I said, we're having our own human experience. So you really have to be on the same page as people morally, spiritually, mentally in order for friendships to work, similar to relationships, but it shouldn't be as stressful and as deep of an issue. Number 4, only give from the heart. Pray for God to remove bad energy from your heart and make you a genuine friend from the core. This is so important because a lot of people are opportunistic and they only befriend people because of what they see on the exterior. When you're trying to be friends with people for the wrong reasons, you'll get exposed. The friendship eventually will die out and it won't last. So be real, be authentic, and pray all of that bad energy out of your heart. Number 5, embrace your friends having other friends. If you're always feeling left out and are jealous, you may need to do self-work to figure out why you feel obligated to be included in everything. You should only want to go where you are invited or accepted. Otherwise, you are forcing interactions. Stop taking everything so personal. I find it that when people are at their happiest, they don't overly obsess over being left out. It is when people are miserable and are not happy with their own life that they constantly feel neglected by their friends. The same qualities that I struggle with as a child are the same struggles I have as an adult in relationships and my interactions with other people. I am bossy, demanding, and very outspoken because of my life experiences, and I never self-corrected along the way. It's up to us to be real with ourselves and actively make changes to become a better us. People's biggest issues with friendships are they try to force others into whatever type of bond or connection they wish they had with their caregivers or their parents. That's both selfish and unfair, but I think most people don't even realize that the interactions they try to force are because of what the inner child in them feels like they lack. And they're trying to find it in any and everyone that they get a little closeness from. No one wants to deal with a friendship that resembles problems of an intimate relationship. That's why it's always a red flag to me when people say, oh, y'all can give that man 1,000 chances, but you won't give your friend one. What are you doing that I gotta give you chances? Like, yeah, he shouldn't be doing nothing either, but what are you doing as my friend that's constantly causing issues that I gotta continuously forgive you? That's problematic. That's not a friendship. The first step is recognizing that you have a problem and being honest with yourself. Then you'll be able to self-correct and become a better friend. The work isn't easy, but it's definitely necessary, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Cherika B, and y'all know I'll be back because I be talking. Peace.